Alright, so we're getting into week 2 of this health project, our self-experimentation health project. So again, there's space here for you to do another reflection. So just like in the first week, what's another concept that you've learned in this course that you think might be useful for the future? So things like cognitive reappraisal, maybe the fact that serotonin and neurotransmitters are built from our diet, and that can affect what happens in our brain. It could be something like localization of function. It could be something like childhood trauma, or enculturation, and how you think these things might be relevant. Then there's some practice paper 3 here. Read the summary study and write the conclusion. So you complete this table here based on this study. Now there's a little bit of research for you to do this week. So let me first explain the data collection part. So last week what you did was you gathered your data, I hope, on a range of your sleep habits and your screen time, your nutrition, your exercise, and from that, hopefully what you've identified is at least one area where you feel like you might improve. And I want you to choose that as your independent variable. So for example, if you found out that you were only averaging 4 hours sleep a night, well, that's a pretty big red flag, right? And so you might think, right, that's going to be my independent variable. And so this week you want to increase your sleep, so that way you're going to change your independent variable that way. Or if you found out that you were spending 5 hours a day on Netflix, and then this week you might want to reduce that time. So you're going to choose one of those health habits that's going to be your independent variable. And here are some more examples down here. And write the goals. Okay. Okay, the goals for this week. So like I just said, if you're only getting 4 hours sleep, maybe your goal is to get 5 hours sleep. And then, yeah, these are the health habits. Now, let's just go with, let's say screen time, and you decide that you want to reduce the amount of screen time that you have. Well, what you need to do is use Google Scholar and find one study that shows an effect of screen time on our psychological well-being, and summarize, write the conclusions of the study here. You can write a full summary here, and then there's an extension here for the high-level students who can evaluate the study. All right, so we want to find a similar study that's investigating what we're doing as well. All right, and then you're going to carry on with your data collection. So here there's space to put your data collection tables. So you have to have week 1 was the control condition, and week 2 was the treatment condition. And if you can hear some heavy breathing in the background, that is my son, who I think has fallen asleep on my back. Are you asleep, Leo? Okay, poor guy must be wiped out. He's standing up. Sorry, he's standing up, falling asleep. This is what happens when you are working from home and daycare is closed. All right, so that's week 2. So just a reminder. So week 1, you were gathering your data on a range of different variables, and week 2, you choose a specific one, and you're going to manipulate the independent variable on the health habit by basically trying to have a better habit this week. And then what we're going to do in week 3 is we're going to compare the effect. Did that change in your lifestyle have some sort of positive outcome?